Hi everyone, I'm just making a quick video to share my lockdown project. So what I've built is the beginnings of, if my camera will behave, please, there we go, an interactive rifle range. So they're loosely based around a standard bell target. I've copied the aperture off the centre. But the idea is to, I don't know, improve the range, bring a bit more game to the club meets and bits and pieces. So I've got 2 games to quickly demo that we've been trying out. So the first is team-based, I guess, or at least 2 people. You've got a red team and a blue team, and it's a competition to see who can sort of control the field. I'll just start it up. So that's the beginning of the game. Half the targets, or as close to half the targets as possible, are red, half of them are blue, and the very simple aim of the game is to turn all the targets to your team's colour. I need something to strike the targets. 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. So yeah, every time you get a hit, you get a noise from the control unit, which is this board here, which is connected to a little, off-the-shelf portable speaker. So hits set them to your colour. It's constantly counting how many targets you've got and scoring points accordingly. If you hold the whole field, you'll score lots of points. If you don't, then you'll score barely anything. And when the timer finishes, whoever's dominated the field the best wins the game. Also, if you miss, that locks the target out for a set period of time. It's still scoring points for the red team, so the blue team there have failed to turn it to their colour, and they've locked it down so that red have got exclusive ownership for the minute, because it is non-responsive for the moment. So that's game number 1. Let's go back. Game number 2. Okay, so it's lit 2 targets. One of you's red, one of you's blue. The first person to hit their target wins the round, and you just spin on again. Right, let's have a look at the target itself. So you can see you've got a couple of lights up the top. This whole black face will respond to a miss. The yellow area in the centre will respond to a hit. If we look on the back, there are the 2 sensors, and at the top you've got the lamp unit and radio unit. That's removable, so you don't have to leave that down the field. You can take it away with you and leave the bulky stuff there. Quick description of the lamp unit, and I guess why it is the way it is. So the LEDs shine outwards, and then everything's reflected forwards with what looks like a pretty crude bit of aluminium foil, but actually aluminium foil or speed tape, which is like a self-adhesive industrial equivalent, is it's very reflective, and anything that gets, anything you put down range is going to get hit with a pellet eventually. So after playing about with polycarbonate, which did a very good job of resisting pellet strikes but would occasionally return a pellet, settled on this. So if it does get hit, you replace it. It's only going to take a couple of seconds and cost you a couple of pennies, so not too bad. And it's going to be the same story with the antenna. Again, could make it pellet resistant, but there's always the risk of odd materials returning pellets to sender, which no one wants. So that's going to have just a little terminal block inside the casing. So all you do is cut off a length of wire, strip the end, screw it into place. Right, what else? I think that might be it. So these have built for my dad, actually, for his range. But enough people are interested that I have started to have a look at, you know, could I make this something easier to build in bulk and a better product. So you've got the terminal there. I've added these lenses to the LEDs, which you know, they don't strictly need it. They're good enough in daylight as they are, but the lenses really add a lot of pop. So what I'm hoping you guys can do is just give me any feedback. How do you feel about the layout, the design? If you know, if it was to release plans or a kit or something like that, what would people like to see? And if anyone else would want something similar for their club shoot. Sorry, there we go, in focus. So yeah, comments please.